Hey, beautiful people. So in this video, we're gonna talk about how to break out of the illusion. What do I mean by this? Because in my belief system, life is an illusion. I believe this is the dream, to being here. When I go to sleep, I go home, I wake up. So first of all, I wish you are amazing out there. I wish your day is full of love, full of light, and full of good energy. And if not, I hope this will help you a little bit. So I want to share a little bit of my story and how my belief system and perspective has come into life. Because I'm made in Denmark. I don't know where I'm from, but I'm made in Denmark. My body is made in Denmark. And when I grew up in Denmark, I get a Danish programming. I get Danish belief. Now, in this timeline, I have been traveling a lot in the world. I've been all over. And I can see what I learned in Denmark. They do very different. Example in Asia, or in Africa, or in other parts of Europe, or in South America. And they have a different belief system. They see life in a different way, how to function and what we can do. So it depends on where we grew up and what programming we get. And I grew up in Denmark and I had a lot of energy. I think today they would call me ADHD at that time, and they would probably have pumped me with drugs. But luckily, I made in the 70s and went to school in the 80s. So we didn't drug the kids so much at that time. So thank you God for this. And also, because I have this, I don't think ADHD is a disease. It maximum can be a characteristic. So if an ADHD person already understands things, they're not interested in it. If it's not makes sense, or if it's out of context, that all these things, we don't pay attention. And also ADHD people, they're right now. What's happening right now? So if something interesting is happening in another place, or another, we get another energy, then we just run this way. So it's more characteristic. And because of this, I didn't really fit into the school system. Too much energy, too much life, too much joy, too much rational thinking, I would say. So I didn't get any school papers. I went out of school before the school papers. I don't think it would have made any difference. This, of course, had, in my early years, made a lot of issues, a lot of challenging, because when I get programmed, we are getting programmed, and you get programmed to have an education, you get programmed to do all these things. So I had to navigate in all this and to find my way. And my belief system was still what they pumped into me. But my whole system could feel that this is not right. So luckily for me, also, I went so fast out of school, so I didn't get so much of the program. This means that I went out in the world, I went out in life, and I start to search for myself. I start to look for the truth. I start to look for my truth. What felt right inside of me? I remember when we have religion in school and this, some of the things they were teaching us, I just remember afterwards, I was like, this is some nonsense. This doesn't make any sense. Also, they were teaching us that human is the only people in the whole universe. It's no other life. I really remember, I was like, this is not true. I don't believe it. And I remember I looked up to the sky. Is this really correct? Can this be true? Today I don't believe it. Today I believe we are our soul having a human experience. I believe this is the dream. I believe we as soul has volunteered to come down to this body, to experiencing being in a body. So we have a body, but we are not our body. And I don't know, it depends where we grew up, because if you go to India, if you go to China and these places, they believe in the soul. They work with the spirit world. In South America and Africa, if you go to Greenland, if you go to Mongolia, all these places, they work with the spirits. But growing up in the Western world, growing up in Denmark, they don't teach us about the spirits. They only teach us about a body and a mind. So this is very, very confusing, if you ask me, because we are wrongly programmed. And also now I have lived my life very different from most people. My first apartment was in Spain. I moved to Spain when I moved from my parents' house after the military, that we got volunteered forced to. That point I didn't knew that I could make decision on my own body and that I was in charge of my body. I believe that when authority told me something, that was it. There was nothing to do. I can only do what the authority tells me. Today I see this is bullshit. Pardon my French. I am in control of my own body. And then I've been traveling all around the world. And the funny part is, if I share some of this with other people, most people are very excited. I've lived in China, I've been all over many times, been in the Amazon rainforest, been in Africa, been all kind of places. In the first place, the people are very interested, but the first thing most people go through is fear. Isn't that dangerous? How dare you? All these fears coming up when we share these things. The thing is, before I went out, I had a lot of fears as well. Because when we listen to society, they gives us fear, so we are easily controlled. So you don't go and enjoy your life. You don't go do anything else than what you are told. And as soon as you go out, as soon as you face your fears, as soon as I faced my fears, let go of everything. I gave all my things away and went out in the world. Then you see there is nothing to fear, because everywhere you go, people have love, people are kind, and they match what we have inside of us. So I had a very, very strong calling to go out in the world, to explore. I had a strong calling to go to China, spend more than a year there to study Tai Chi and Qigong. It's very different there. And it can be, I understand, it can be very scary, but as soon as you are in it, you deal with it. So why am I sharing this? Why am I sharing these things? Because I also, after living in Spain, I went back to Denmark because I was very young, and I lived in Gran Canaria, and there was a lot of party down there, right? So after I think after a half of year in Gran Canaria, I woke up one morning and I said, okay, I've been drunk every day basically since I arrived. Is this healthy for my future? Not really. I wanted to stay, but I could also see that I can't. I'm not big enough to not to go party with all the other people and have fun. So I went back to Denmark, and my programming was to get a work and do your career, and I actually did that. I was a sales manager. I was had the responsibility for a country or several countries actually. For more than 40 people working under me. I had the gold car, the big car, everything that society called a success. But I felt like shit inside. I really, really, really felt bad inside. So one morning, I just woke up and I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I almost swear there. I'm not doing this anymore. And I quit. In that moment, I just wrote and I said, I'm not doing this. I'm out. And what then? Because then you jump. You don't know if your parachute is working. You don't even know what to pull in. But when you are in the air and when you are jumping, you're figuring it out. And as time goes, I see it's more scary to go back. And it can be very challenging to make these changes, in our life. But the thing is, when we do this, when we follow our heart, when we follow what's inside, we let go of the fear and we receive an enormous reward on the other side in form of new adventures. I found out I had to go all over the world because I was looking for love. I was looking for meaning of life. I was looking for all these things. But I had to go all the way to New Zealand to realize that everything I look for is with me all the time, inside of my heart. I just have to connect with it. And the other thing, if we don't if we don't face our fears and we don't jump, we stay in our comfort zone, what we are used to, what we are programmed with, how our belief system is working. And there is the same reward as yesterday. There's no change. So if there's something we don't like in our life, we have to make the change ourselves. Growing up in the Western world, you don't learn you are a creative creator. You don't learn about your spirits. You don't learn about all these things. So you just think you have a body and a mind. And there's a lot of fear from, example, the government that takes care of you. If you don't do as we say, we send the people with the guns. If you don't do as you say, we're going to come after you and we're going to fine you. We're going to take your money. We're going to steal your money. A lot of the places, if people don't behave, the government take their kids. That creates fear. But we have to make the jump to go out of it, to find our own way. And also what they teach us about our body, that we have to heal our body with chemicals and drugs. This is how we heal the body in the Western world. The thing is, if you go out, also we had in the Western world before with the witches, they could heal with plants and all these things, but we somehow happened to kill them. But nobody questioned the people that killed them. They just questioned that it was not witches. And when you go out, most of the places, they know there is a spiritual world. They know there is spirits. They know the body can heal itself if we believe it, if we connect with it. An example is acupuncture. It has been in China for more than 5,000 years. Whatever time is an illusion. So, we in the Western world didn't use acupuncture because the science couldn't see it. The science couldn't confirm it. In the 60s, they found all the acupuncture points. They found all the meridians. They found all of it exactly how the Chinese has been saying for 5,000 years. And then we start to use it. So by living like me, that I am not so programmed that I have to have a scientist to tell me what's good for my body. I have the courage to feel myself, to feel inside of my body what was good for my body. And I believe the Chinese medicine. I have studied in the Tai Chi and Qigong. This is part of Chinese medicine. You practice so you don't get sick in the future. It's very different from Western medicine. When you get sick, you take drugs and chemicals. It's another way. And I believe we have to turn most things around from what they have taught us. This is my experience. In school, the teachers, there's only one answer. And you have to remember all of it. And when you understand, when you stand under, you can get your grade. I believe there is thousands of answers to everything. I believe there is thousands of possibilities, if not millions. And if we look at it, all kids, 98% of all kids, they're super creative. When they go through school, and it goes very fast, by the age of 15, 17, it's 2% that is super creative. We kill all creativity. We don't learn about love in school. We don't learn about compassion. We don't learn about empathy. We don't learn about the body can heal itself. We don't learn about the spiritual world and how to deal with it. I grew up with Christianity belief. They tell us if I don't do as they say in the church, I go to hell. I only believe hell exists on earth if I believe it. But what kind of religion is that? Also, the same religion went around the world and was killing people that didn't believe them. I don't know, but it's free. Take whatever we want. Just feel into it. Is this right for me? And why do I share this? Because I think we stand under. In Danish, teaching is undervisning. It means showing you under. They show us under. And I believe that most pain, most struggles, most fears, whatever we go through in life, it comes when we don't connect with our soul. We don't connect with the source. I think there is in our world, I think there is 3,000 gods around the world. So whatever God you believe in, let's call it the source, love. So it's, for me, it's about connecting with love, connecting with my heart, and trust this energy, trust my intuition. They are not lying. And follow my heart. It can be super scary, but what a reward on the other side. So if you right now, sitting out there, with pain, with fear, with struggles, with worries, whatever you are going through, I invite you to remember you are a soul having a human experience. I invite you to connect with your heart, connect with love. And I invite you to have the courage to follow your heart. I can do another part 2 on this one. This was just to share a little. It's already very long, the video. So if you like this, if there was something in this you could use, please let me know in the comment. Please give it a like. Please share this video if this was helpful for you. Please subscribe to the channel. And remember, you are love. And this is an illusion that is as real as the meaning we put to it. What meaning do we put to life is our reality. And I'm sharing this because there is a world out here. We can do it different. In the Western society, they suggest us to work 45, 50 years of our life. Most likely with something we have no passion about other than money. That's the only passion we have for what we're doing for 45 years. There is something we are passionate about. That we have a purpose on earth. Everybody is unique. Everybody has a purpose on earth. And if we don't follow our purpose, if we don't look for it, I believe it creates pain and suffering. That's what I had to share. Again, give it a like, share it, give it a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to know more about my story and some of the teaching that has brought to me. I wish you a beautiful day, full of love, full of light, and full of good energy. Ciao.